familiar musical instrument in the world. It is played by various people in many different cultures, producing distinct styles of music. Do you know that there are drummers in nature as well? Insects communicate with each other using various ways. Sound is one of them. Sound is being produced when a physical object vibrates rapidly, disturbing nearby air molecules and generating compression waves that travel in all directions from the source. Grasshoppers and crickets produce their distinct chirping sounds by rubbing body parts together, known as stridulation. Some insects produce sounds by drumming, knocking their body parts against a hard substrate. Let's take a closer look at one of these natural drummers. Standing here on one of the off-trails in Cambridge Park, it is hard to believe that this could have been Singapore's thriving primary forest, not very much different from their Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. From the 1800s through the 1900s, most of this area had been cleared for rubber plantation, cultivating cash crops and occupied by the British military troops. At the end of these very poor agricultural practices, what remained was an abandoned, degraded and nutrient-poor land. Yet out of it arose a rather unique vegetation, one which is teeming with survivals of the harsh condition, such as the tembusu, the recent ferns, as well as these jug-like guys here, the pitcher plants.
Nepenthes gracilis, one of the common pitcher plant species found at Cambridge Park. It lures unsuspecting insects to its beaches using nectar produced by nectaries on the underside of the lid. Ants are commonly attracted by the sweet nectar. These ants belong to the genus Polyrhachis. Polyrhachis is one of the largest genera in oval tropics. Many species of this ant genus produce sound by drumming. This one is no exception. Slow motion playback reveals that the sound is produced by the ant striking its abdomen rapidly and repeatedly against the surface. Other insects from the same order Hymenoptera have been recorded displaying similar behavior, such as these carpenter ants.
Pitcher plant is not the only food source for the Polyrhachis, for many other plants produce nectar too, such as this wild orchid.
Unlike the relatively firm surface of a pitcher, the fruit pods of this wild orchid are softer and the drumming action of the ants does not produce an audible sound. A useless action then, you may say. On the contrary, what you hear could just be a byproduct of the drumming action, since ants are insensitive to airborne sounds.
So, why drum in the first place? Ants and many other insects are highly responsive to the mechanical components of drumming. So, the vibrations that are propagated through the substrate are being detected by the mechanoreceptors located in theirs and other receiving insects' legs. For instance, a carpenter ant is launched into drumming by any form of disturbances, including air currents that are indicative of a breaching in the nest. Based on what we've observed here, drumming in the Polyrhachis could be a form of direct alarm communication too. What I'm about to do now is to blow at the Polyrhachis and see if air currents causes it to behave in the same manner as a carpenter ant. If drumming is indeed a form of aggression, we'll see the Polyrhachis drum. Let's see what happens.
Air currents are indicative of a disturbance by another animal. What happens if there really is an intruder? A weaver ant, another common ant seen on Carriage Park. A polyrachis ant. Although they all look identical to us, the chemical sense on this one indicates that it is from another colony. It has strayed into foreign territory. The ants are surprisingly violent, nipping and pulling the legs of the intruder ant. It has been found that in the presence of their alarm pheromone, drumming in carpenter ants acts as a modulatory signal that increases their aggressiveness. The same could be true for this polyrachis.
Animals so small and insignificant, such as the tiny polyrachis, has fascinated us with its behavior. Slowing down our steps and keeping an eye on details, the diversity and intricacies of the hidden world of animals has undoubtedly filled us with awe. Shouldn't we conserve them so that future generations can enjoy such magnificent creations as well? Drumming is one of the many behaviors of ants that we can learn to appreciate. It not only produces sounds that could be lost if we are not observant enough, it could also carry hidden messages to the other animals. The polyrachis are indeed nature's very own percussionists.
我们穿山越岭啊，不懂去哪里啊啊！
不能去哦。I wonder how they survived it.
哦，我看到人了，我看到人了。Oh, I see people, I see light. Oh, yes, yes. 啊，嗨嗨。每个人都累了，你看。This is 对。Then that's the actress.
No, I'm not.
签名签名。